Okay, this is Eeyore has a birthday and gets two presents. It's long, so I should have to break it into two as well. But here goes. Eeyore, the old gray donkey, stood by the side of the stream and looked at himself in the water. Pathetic, he said. That's what it is, pathetic. He turned and walked slowly down the stream for 20 yards, splashed across it, and walked slowly back on the other side. Then he looked at himself in the water again. As I thought, he said, no better from this side. But nobody minds, nobody cares. Pathetic, that's what it is. There was a crackling noise in the bracken behind him, and out came Pooh. Good morning, Eeyore, said Pooh. Good morning, Pooh Bear, Eeyore said gloomily, if it is a good morning, which I doubt, he said. Why, what's the matter? Nothing, Pooh Bear, nothing. We can't all, and some of us don't. That's all there is to it. Can't what? Said Pooh Bear, rubbing his nose. Oh, gaiety, song and dance. Here we go round the mulberry bush. Oh, said Pooh, and he thought for a long time and then asked, oh, what mulberry bush is that? Bon ami, went Eeyore gloomily, French word meaning bon ami. He explained. I'm not complaining, but there it is. Well, Pooh sat down on a large stone and tried to think this out. It sounded to him like a riddle, and he was never much good at riddles, being a bear of very little brain. So he sang Cottleston Pie instead. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie. A fly can't bird, but a bird can fly. Ask me a riddle and I'll reply. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie. That was the first verse. And when he had finished it, Eeyore didn't actually say he didn't like it, so Pooh very kindly sang the second verse to him. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie. A fish can't whistle and neither can I. Ask me a riddle and I'll reply. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie. Eeyore said nothing at all, so Pooh hummed the third verse quietly to himself. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie. White as a chicken, I don't know why. Ask me a riddle and I'll reply. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie. Excuse me. That's right, said Eeyore. Sing. Tiddly, too. Here we go, gathering nuts in May. Enjoy yourself. I am, said Pooh. Some can't, said Eeyore. Why, what's the matter? Is anything the matter? You seem so sad, Eeyore. Sad? Why should I be sad? It's my birthday, the happiest day of the year. Your birthday, said Pooh in great surprise. Of course it is, can't you see? Look at all the presents I have had. He waved his foot from side to side, looking. Oh, look at the birthday cake, candles, pink sugar. Pooh looked, first to the right and then to the left. Presents, said Pooh. Birthday cake, said Pooh. Where? Can't you see them? No, said Pooh. Neither can I, said Eeyore. Joke, he explained. Ha ha. Pooh scratched his head, being a little puzzled by all this. But is it really your birthday? He asked. It is. Oh, well, many happy returns of the day, Eeyore. And many happy returns to you, Pooh Bear. But it isn't my birthday. No, it's mine. But you said many happy returns. Well, why not? You don't always want to be miserable on my birthday, do you? Oh, I see, said Pooh. It's bad enough, said Eeyore, almost breaking down, being miserable myself. That with no presents and no cake and no candles and no proper notice taken of me and all. But if everyone else is going to be miserable too. This was too much for Pooh. Stay there, he called to Eeyore as he turned and hurried back home as quick as he could, for he felt that he must get poor Eeyore a present of some sort at once, and he could always think of a proper one afterwards. Outside his house, he found Piglet, jumping up and down, trying to reach the knocker. "Hello, Piglet," he said. "Oh, hello, Pooh," said Piglet. "What are you trying to do?" "Oh, I'm trying to reach the knocker," said Piglet. "I just came round." "Oh, let me do it for you," said Pooh kindly. So he reached up and knocked at the door. "I have just seen Eeyore," he began, and poor Eeyore is in a very sad condition because it is his birthday and nobody has taken any notice of it, and he's very gloomy. You know what Eeyore is? And there he was, and what a long time whoever lives here is answering this door. And he knocked again. "Oh, Pooh," said Piglet, "it's your house." "Oh," said Pooh. "Ah, so it is," he said. "Well, let's go in." So they went. And the first thing Pooh did was to go to the cupboard and see if he had a quite small jar of honey left. And he had, and he took it down. "I'm giving this to Eeyore," he explained, "as a present. What are you going to give?" "Couldn't I give it too?" said Piglet. "From both of us?" "Oh, no," said Pooh. "That would not be a good plan." "All right, then, I'll give him a balloon. I've got one left from my party. I'll go and get it now, shall I?" That, Piglet, is a very good idea. It is just what Eeyore wants to cheer him up. Everybody, or excuse me, nobody can be uncheered with a balloon. So off Piglet trotted. In the other direction went Pooh with his jar of honey. Oh, it was a warm day, and he had a long way to go, and he hadn't gone more than halfway when a sort of funny feeling began to creep all over him, and he began to tip at the tip of his nose and trickled all through him down to the soles of his feet. It was just as if somebody inside him were saying, "Now, Pooh, it's time for a little something." "Oh, dear, dear," said Pooh. "I didn't know it was that late." So he sat down and took the top off of the jar of honey. "Oh, luckily I brought to bring this with," he thought. Many a bear going out on a warm day like this would never have thought to bring a little something with him. And he began to eat. "Now, let me see," he thought. And as he took his last lick from inside the jar, where was I going? Oh, yes, Eeyore. And he got up slowly, and then, suddenly, he remembered he had eaten Eeyore's present. "Bother," said Pooh. "What shall I do? I must give him something." For a little while he couldn't think of anything, and then he thought, well, it's a nice pot, even if there's no honey in it, and if I washed it clean and got somebody to write a happy birthday on it, Eeyore could keep things in it, which might be useful. So as he was just passing the 100-acre wood, he went inside to call Al, who lived there. The end of the first part.